I'm Ashley. Welcome to this beginner's yoga class. Today we're just going to work on a few foundational poses together in a short sequence. This is great for anyone looking to try yoga for the first time or just in the beginning of your practice. It can also be good for more experienced yogis if you just want to come back to basics. I'm creating this series here online as a supplement to a live workshop that's being offered at Spunky Yoga and Fitness in Fort Wright, Kentucky, which is my home studio, Spunky. You can find Spunky on MindBody if you're local to the Cincinnati area and you want to come check out the beginner's workshop live or any of our other classes. We have some gentle yoga, restorative yoga, and other classes that would also be great for beginning yogis. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to drop a comment. Otherwise, enjoy the practice. And if you're not already a live workshop student, I hope to see you in the studio as well. Thanks. Let's get started. Let's begin our asana practice today in Tadasana or mountain pose. Place your feet about hip width distance apart, maybe a little wider if that's more comfortable for you. Inhale, lift the shoulders slightly and let them just slightly drop down the back. The hands can come forward or rest at the sides. Let the gaze be parallel to the floor. So that might mean bringing the chin down a little bit. Imagine that the bottom of each foot is growing roots into the ground. So to really press into the feet and lift the whole spine. The low abdomen can be just slightly pulled in, that postural engagement. Here we are, mountain pose. You can close the eyes if that's comfortable for you and take some deep breaths. Use this as a moment to set your intention and find your center for this practice. Very nice. Gently open the eyes. We're going to inhale, bring the arms up all the way overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. Let's do that again, moving with our breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Nice work. This time we're going to interlace the fingers, push the hands forward, thinking elbows tight, engage the biceps. Thumbs point down. Inhale and exhale here. Inhale, bring the arms over the head any amount. If it works best for the shoulders, your shoulders today to stop here, for instance, go ahead and stop. Otherwise, we'll come up. Inhale and exhale. Notice that the engagement of the legs is still here. So we're still pressing into the feet, engaging the quadricep muscles of the legs. Inhale, exhale, go ahead to lower. Let that go, bring the hands down, take a breath. Nice job. Now, hopefully you remember which clasp you had. You're going to take the opposite clasp. Opposite pinky on the top. Thumbs down once again, press forward. Inhale. Breathing here. Trying to press the inner webbing of the fingers towards the ceiling here. Exhale, come on down. Let that go. We're going to inhale up. Exhale, hands through heart center. Exhale. Nice job. Next, we're going to head to a wall, if you have one handy, for our downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana, at the wall. So you'll come to the wall, plant the hands at shoulder height, and begin to walk the feet back. The hands might want to slide down a little bit. Once you walk back, that's okay to let them slide a little. Think strong engagement with the front of the legs here. Inhale and exhale into that. And now, maintaining the pressure of the hands on the wall, but as if you're trying to push the wall away a little bit from you to let the shoulder blades come in the direction of the wall. Inhale and exhale. Nice work. Start to come closer to standing position. Walk yourself back towards the wall. Let that go. Turn around wherever you are. Take a few breaths in your Tadasana, mountain pose. Nice work. And we'll come to our second round of down dog at the wall. Plant the hands. Begin to walk the feet back until you can make the torso more parallel with the floor. Press into the feet, engage the legs. Press into the hands, but let the shoulders come a little bit in the direction of the wall, the direction of the hands. Inhale and exhale. Imagine you're trying to bring your navel closer to your spine. Inhale and exhale. As you're ready, come up and walk once again towards the wall. You can turn and take your Tadasana. Inhale and exhale. Next, we're going to practice Trikonasana or triangle pose. We're going to want blocks for this. If you have a block or two, go ahead and grab your yoga blocks. If you don't have yoga blocks, you can use almost anything that will just give you something to press on. So it could be a couple of books, it could be a sturdy sort of, like a metal water bottle, something that you can press your hand on the top if it has a flat top. Find something like that will help bring the earth up a little bit. So go ahead and step wide, or we can jump wide if you'd like to try jumping wide. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, jump out with the hands and the feet. Nice. So we'll begin by turning our right foot out. So we're going to point this foot. Bring the weight into the heel to lift the toes and rotate the toes out. And then we're in our nice wide leg stance. The back foot can stay parallel to the back of the mat, or you might push the heel out a little bit and bring it in just a tad. From here, extend the arms out into a T, nice strong arms. Inhale here. This is option one, is to stay right here. Work on strengthening the quadriceps and making sure the arms are nice and engaged and straight out to each side. So that's option one. Option two, bring the hands to the hips and just begin to work with the side bend, still engaging both legs. And since you're kind of hovering here, this is quite challenging to maintain the legs. That's option two. Option three, tilt a little bit more. Grab your block or your books or what have you. Press the hand firmly into the prop. Opposite arm comes up overhead. Check in with the legs here. Re-engage the legs if you've lost any of it, and make sure the quadriceps are working to straighten the legs. You can really put weight into the hand that's on the block. So putting that weight down allows you to then open across the chest. So imagine that you're opening the chest a little bit in the direction of the ceiling. The head and neck can be neutral. Right here, just looking, gaze ahead, strengthening the neck in this position. Take a few more deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Nice work. press up, press into the block, press into the feet to come all the way up. Nice job. Move that out of the way. Turn the foot back towards center. Take it to the other side. Bring the weight more into the heel. Lift the toes. Rotate that foot out. If you know you're going to be using it, you can go ahead and grab your block and position it in front of that foot. Start with option 1. We can all do this together. Strengthening through both legs, making sure arms and legs are straight and strong. Maybe we want to take option 2. Just getting a little bit of a side bend here, but staying more upright. Or for option 3, we'll come up, extend the arms, bring that hand down, opposite arm into the air, check in with the legs, engage both quadriceps, press into the feet, breathe here. You can let yourself use this arm pressing to help open and stretch the backs of the legs. Inhale and exhale. Feel open across the chest. Notice the breath moving through the ribs, side body, and back body here. Good. Next breath, press into the feet, push into the hand to come all the way up. Nice work. You can move the block, rotate that foot forward. You can just step the feet together towards Tadasana, or inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bring both the hands and the feet together, Tadasana. Take a few breaths here. Close the eyes if that's comfortable and reconnect to the practice. Reconnect to your intention here. Gently open the eyes if they are closed. For our next pose, we'll also be stepping or jumping wide. So if you'd like to try jumping again, inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, bend the knees. Hands and legs jump out to the side. We're going to grab our block or whatever prop we have. You might even, if you have 2, grab 2. And then I'd like you to feel the hip crease here. The place where the thighs meet the pelvis. And just place your hands there. We're coming into a forward fold, wide-legged forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. And we want to remember to hinge at the hips and not make this fold from the mid-back or the low back. We want the fold to come from the hips. So just pressing in here can be a little friendly reminder. So first, inhale, lift, find that taller, natural spine. Exhale, press in, hinging at the hips, come forward. Plant the hands onto the blocks, or if you already have some openness in the back of the legs, maybe you can plant the hands down to the floor. If that's too much, you could try changing the height of your blocks or your books or whatever, what have you. So find wherever you want to be with the prop or props. And then exhale, next exhale, let the head and neck come and hang even heavier down. So once we're down here, the spine is rounded and we're in a forward fold position. Continue to engage the legs and press the feet. So the quadriceps, the thigh muscles are still working here to keep the leg nice and strong. Inhale and exhale. Soften through the jaw and the face. Let the head and neck hang heavy. Inhale, press into the blocks, look up, extend the spine forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, this time press into the blocks, lift up. Maybe bring a bend to the knee or walk the feet in a little bit to help, if that helps you, to come all the way up, long spine. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands through heart center. Nice job. So we can bring the feet back together by just stepping together. Or if we're gonna jump, make sure the blocks aren't in the way. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, come together. Great. So next we're going to be heading back to the wall. For our next pose, legs up the wall, you have the option to do it with a prop or without. I will show you how to make a blanket into a prop you might use. You could also use a bolster or cushion, a yoga bolster if you have one. Okay, so take the blanket into this sort of rectangular shape and roll from the short end so that you end up with a sort of stout and short little roll. So this could be our prop we'll use at the wall. If you want the hips elevated, you're going to use the prop. If you don't want the hips elevated, you won't use the prop. You might not know until you try it which version you prefer today. You can make your choice based on what feels good in your body. So we'll sit at the wall, parallel, sideways to the wall. Plant the hands behind you and use that pressure of the hands behind you, then start to come down onto the elbows. As you're coming down, you start to bring the feet up. So this is legs up the wall, Viparita Karani, without any support under the back. And this is going to be better if you're intimidated by using a little bit of height, or if you're feeling a lot of sensitivity in the low back right now. This might be the better option because the sacrum is totally resting on the floor. So if you're experiencing any back pain, take this option. If you'd like to try the option with the prop, you'll bring your blanket or cushion about maybe 8 inches to a foot away from the wall. Sometimes it slides, so you kind of have to play with it. You're gonna come, it's similar to the first example, but we're sitting up on the prop. So sitting up on the prop, then bring the hands behind just like we did, and you start to lower the hands to the elbows and forearms the same time as you raise up. It might feel weird at first, but if you try it a few times, you can usually get it. Now what we want here is the sacrum to be supported by the prop, but the buttocks to be sort of coming off. The head and chin are a little bit down, so the chin is coming in towards the chest. The hands are out to the side, palms open. Close the eyes. The intention here is to notice the breath and let yourself relax. So we're not engaging our muscles, we're letting gravity do the work for us in this pose. So let go, soften the jaw and the face, and follow the breath. From here, to exit, you can begin to walk the feet down the wall and either roll to the side from the position of the bolster or just walk the shoulders towards the head until the hips come off the bolster. Then roll to the side, And rest on your arm. Use your arm as a pillow. And take a few deep breaths here. Press into the top hand to begin to slowly come towards the seat to set up for our final pose, Savasana. If you had a little blanket roll from before and you still have it, that's a great prop to use for Savasana. I'm going to put it a little bit down my mat for underneath my knees. If you have another blanket or just a small cushion or pillow from the couch nearby, that can be nice for the head to neck to have some support. If you have a yoga blanket, you can fold it like this and create a little stair step. The head will rest here and the shoulders here. So this little ledge is right there for the neck. It can be really comfortable. You can also have another blanket to cover your body if your house is cold or just because it's comforting. So go ahead and grab your props, maybe at least these two. If you have two like this, that's great. We can do way more, which you can see in my other videos, but this is a good baseline. Okay, so come all the way down, adjust your head and neck support, put my hood up. Hoods are great because then you can cover your eyes with them too. You could also use an eye pillow, but I like just having it built in. Bring the hands along the side and palms up or slightly to the side. You could also rest the hands on the belly with the elbows bent if that's more comfortable for you. So just finding a position that feels relaxing. It's what we're looking for here in our Shavasana. Inhale and exhale. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, let's take the exhale through the mouth this time. Let's do that again. Relax the face, relax the jaw, and let the rest of the body feel heavy as you rest here for a few moments. Final resting pose. Begin to deepen your breath. Very slowly remove an eye cover if you have one on. Very slowly you bend the knees to plant the feet. And then roll to one side or the other. Use the arm as a pillow and take a few breaths on the side. Press into the top hand to help walk yourself up towards the seat. The head can come up last. You can lean back and change the cross of your legs so it's the less natural cross. Keep the eyes closed. Inhale and exhale. Bring the hands to heart center.